Okay everyone, so like the title says, today we're going to be going over some moves that defenders hate. Now, a lot of the time in soccer, I'm asked by players to show them, fancy moves or, like triple step overs and, crazy things. But in reality, you don't need these things to beat defenders. It really doesn't take too much to beat defenders except good timing, speed, and maybe a little bit of a turn in direction or body feints. I'm going to show you what it really takes to beat a defender and how I beat the majority of defenders I come up against. And most of the time, I'm not doing, three-step overs to do it. I'm not doing a Maradona. I'm not doing an Elastico, although I'll do those moves sometimes. Most of the time, I'm doing a simple little body feint, a simple change in direction, or a simple, change in speed to beat most of the defenders that I come across. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can do in practice in order to beat most defenders that you come up against. Okay, so like I said, a simple change in speed, change in direction, or a simple body feint is all you really need to beat a defender. Remember, you want to throw a defender off balance enough so that you can move past them. So something like this can really be effective when you're trying to beat a defender. Let me just show you. Now the reason that is so effective is for two reasons. One, I'm attempting to throw the defender off balance by moving one direction very quickly, and I'm then changing my speed by moving the other direction, very quickly as well. This will do a few things. When I take my first touch out wide, it's going to have the defender take that step in that direction. But then I take it away into the other side, and when I do that, I move a little faster and sprint past him. What this is going to do, it's going to off-balance your defender by going like this, and now you're out the other way. And also because you're picking up speed, all you need is for him to take a small step in one direction, and then you can pass him going the other way. Now I just showed you a move that kind of incorporates all the things I'm talking about: changing speed, changing directions, throwing the defender off balance. But a simple change in direction like a cut is another great way to beat a defender that's tracking you or coming on to you with a lot of speed. Moves like a Cruyff or a simple chop are great at this. So for example, if I want to change direction really quick, I'll use a Cruyff and it'll look something like this. Now, if a defender was chasing me when I did that and trying to get the ball, that quick change of direction is going to be enough to cause him to have to stop, be off balance a little, and then allow me to go out the other way, which is why it's very effective and works most of the time. Now, another change in direction move that I found very effective is a simple cut, and it will just look something like this. So again, if a defender's tailing me and I quickly make that change of direction and burst out the other way, it's going to be very hard for him to take the ball from me. This is perfect if you find yourself going down an alleyway like a dead end and you need to turn out. Most of the time this will work because you can also shield the ball as you turn. Defenders don't like it when you create moves or do moves that cause them to have to keep changing direction or throw them off balance, because it makes it harder for them to recover. If I'm just doing a bunch of fancy moves and the ball is slow, it's going to be easy for them to get it. Like if I'm just kind of going like this, whatever, or whatever I'm doing, it's a lot easier for him to cover me because there's no speed, there's no change of direction. I'm not really off balancing him in any way. Another great way to beat a defender, another thing defenders really hate, is if you run at them, like directly at them. Run with speed, run quickly. If you're just kind of lightly jogging somewhere with the ball, it's much easier for them to catch up. But if you're running at them really quickly, then it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to defend you. They're going to get nervous. They're going to wonder what you're going to do next. They have to time their challenge perfectly to take the ball off you. So just by running really quickly at them with control of the ball can really be effective. So if I'm just running... Now running at speed like that and being able to control the ball, shimmy, Cruyff, change direction, is something a defender hates. If I'm running like this, which I'll show you in a sec, where I'm not running so quickly and I'm doing my moves kind of slowly, it's a lot easier for him to catch up to me, read what I'm going to do, and so on. Okay guys, so you saw in that second run how slow I was going, how I wasn't changing direction quickly, how I wasn't really using speed to my advantage. Remember, defenders hate a few things. One, if you run at them with speed. If you're running at them with speed and you cut, you change direction, you're gonna off balance them. They also hate, again, changes in direction. That means taking the ball one way and then taking it another, and keep doing that. That's why the Cruyff is so effective. That first move I showed you where I went in and out is so effective, because they can't take the chance of letting you go out that way, so they have to kind of go after you, but then you take it back out the other way. If you watch a lot of professional players, you'll see a lot of them don't really do fancy moves. If you watch Messi, he doesn't do fancy moves. What's he do? He does quick changes in direction. He does moves like shimmies to try and off-balance the defender, and then once they're off balance, he takes advantage of the space by moving quickly. He'll shift, fake in one direction, defender will be like, whoops, I gotta go that way, and then Messi will just hit it in the other direction and blast past him. That's why he can beat so many players, and that's why this is so effective. So if you really want to know what defenders hate, if you really want to do moves that are going to effectively allow you to beat players, remember, changes in direction will do it. Changes in speed will do it, and off balancing the defender will do it. So when you're taking a player on, be sure to keep those three things in mind. Is the move you're about to do going to, one, off balance the defender? Two, are you going to be able to change direction and therefore off balance him or confuse him? And three, are you doing it at speed? Or are you changing direction? I don't care if you're kind of going at him a little bit slowly, but after you complete the move, you have to burst into space and change your speed. So make sure you're practicing those three things if you really want to beat defenders effectively. Remember, you don't need to be fancy to beat defenders. You don't need to do three-step overs or Maradonas and Elasticos. You may see professionals doing those things sometimes, and they do look cool, and they're especially cool when they pull them off. But kind of watch what professionals are doing most of the time, and you'll see that they're actually doing these three things: going at pace, changing directions quickly, or off balancing the defender. Usually one of those three things are involved, or more than one of those three things, when they're beating someone one-on-one. All right guys, so thank you for watching the video. I apologize for not having a video out on the weekend. I'm working on a project for the channel that I think you guys will really enjoy and be excited about, and I can't wait to show you guys, but it's cut into my video making time. But I will have 3 videos this week as normal, and I'll make sure I don't miss any videos in the future as well. So remember to leave a like on this video, to share it with your teammates and friends, and to subscribe to Simply Soccer if you're new, and I'll see you on the next video.